trail that is a BTS walking trail. So I wonder how they're going to be making a trail based on BTS. And also, not only in Korea, but in New York, Brooklyn Bridge, there's going to be a drone show celebrating the release of Arirang. So for 15 minutes, there's going to be the BTS and Arirang logos and the campaign, What is Your Love Song in the Skies, and also the number 7 representing the members, because there are 7 members. So you guys can see this online because a lot of people have shared it already online. And even Billboard's official Instagram uploaded this drone show video. That's just insane. I don't even know what to say. Just insane. Their popularity is surely something we cannot forget about when speaking of Korea now. And I can't imagine the pressure that they might have, or it's just amazing how they actually go through all of this. And I just really hope that they are staying, healthy and they're very happy because they do make so much of this world happy and healthier. Let's go listen to a song, guys, and we'll be back with actually the legacy of BTS and how they are started. So this is Dynamite by BTS. By BTS, let's talk about how they gathered as a team. So RM was the start. He wasn't really a trainee for an idol or somebody that dreamed of an idol, but in 2007, in middle school, he started working as a hip-hop artist, and he had the nickname Runch Randa and started uploading his works online through these hip-hop communities. And from Runch Randa, he used the rap name R and made Rap Monster, and now he is RM. And Sleepy from Untouchable, the rapper, he was the one that kind of saw RM and thought, wow, he's something different, and he recommended him to Bang Si-hyuk. And RM joined Big Hit Entertainment in 2010, and he was hoping to become a hip-hop group. So that is how he became a trainee. So he was the first member of BTS. And then after, there were a lot more rappers and hip-hop musicians that joined the group, but they kind of changed the group color into a idol, and so they had to change a lot of members. And so everybody left the group except for RM, and naturally RM became the leader of the group. Let's talk about how other members joined. Jin, the eldest member of BTS, he wanted to become an actor, so he went to Konkuk University and he majored in acting or theater. And he got casted on the way to school by a Big Hit casting manager. And Suga, when he was 13, he started MIDI work, and he also played the piano and studied music alone. And in high school, he arranged school anthems, and that's how he started earning allowance. And when he joined Big Hit, he was not an idol, but actually as a producer. The main dancer of BTS, J-Hope, he was the best dancer, He is often referred to as the choreography boss or the team leader of the group. And Jimin, he's from Busan. He was a part of Busan Arts High School, and he majored in, obviously, dance, and it's more of the contemporary dance. And when he first joined Big Hit, he almost couldn't make it to the finals, the final debut group. But the choreographer Son Sung-deuk, he said that Jimin was just so working hard, and every day you could see him improving, and so that's how he became another member of the debut group. Now, V is the member where everybody was surprised because he was not a public trainee and nobody really knew about him. So he was really secretive. And so everybody thought, wow, he is going to be that hidden card. Just everybody. It was word of mouth. And of course, when he was released and announced publicly, everybody was going crazy over him. Jungkook's story is also interesting as well. I know I've heard this a lot of times on the internet, but when he was in middle school in 2011, he participated in the audition for Superstar K Season 3, and he actually didn't make it. Imagine if he made it. History would have been different. And he actually got 7 name cards, including Big Hit. So name cards as in he got casted from 7 different agencies and he was having meetings with them, and when he visited Big Kid, he saw RM, the trainee at Big Kid, and thought he was so cool. So he decided to join Big Kid, although Big Kid didn't have any huge hits back then. So RM was a huge deal that helped Jungkook join the group. And then he became a trainee, but the thing he had to worry on and work on the most was dancing because it wasn't like he was talented from day one. So the choreographer Son Sung-duk got Bang Si-hyuk's uh, permission and brought him to LA for a 1 month dance camp. And after that, he improved so much. He found the fun in dancing as well. So nowadays, actually, not nowadays, but because he found dancing so fun, there was a risk that they had to go through. Because Jungkook loved dancing so much, he decided for a while that he didn't want to be a singer, but instead he wanted to be a choreographer and like a professional dancer. But Jimin was the one that said, you know what, Jungkook, you are so important. You cannot leave the team. You are the most important member. Apparently, he bought Jungkook ice cream and persuaded him, and that's how they became a group together. That was the story of how each member joined BTS. You know what? I just feel like it's destined. No matter what you go through, if you're going to be in that group, you're going to be in that group. I just feel like that's a thing. I am somebody that believes in destiny, so that was the destined life of how BTS members became BTS. Let's go listen to another song, guys, and we'll be back with more of their story of how they debuted and how they actually made it. This is Soju by BTS. Let's talk about how they started off. At first, they weren't loved by everyone, let's be honest. They are huge all around the world, but they were actually referred to more as 방탄소년단 instead of BTS. And 방탄소년단 actually means bulletproof boys. And they kind of wanted to be bulletproof against all of the restrainings, the restrictions of this world. But a lot of people did not agree with this name and often teased them as well. And in 2013, when they debuted, K-pop was basically just SMYG and JYP. There weren't a lot of smaller agencies. And so they obviously had less budget, they had less support. And so they were kind of referred to as the 흑수저 idol, which means like not born with a gold spoon, not a nepo at all. And RM, he also said in an interview that 1 year before debut, J-Hope and RM were at a convenience store in front of their company eating a corn dog and saying, wow, we have no future. Do you even think we'll be able to earn money and live on? Which is crazy. The 7 members, along with Bang Si-hyuk and producer P-Doc, they started working together on songs. They are the creators of their albums. And Bang Si-hyuk actually kind of did a semi-therapy session with the members asking, what is your dream? What do you actually want to do? What do kids these days want you to do? Want to do? And so he gave a homework assignment to the members to write lyrics based on this song. And that's how, based on that theme, and that's how they started on making the sketch of their songs. P-Doc worked with Suga and RM, who were able to compose and arrange and started making songs. And all 7 of them are able to create something. So that's how they kind of all participated in making their albums come true. And that's how they made their debut song, No More Dream. It was kind of like a hip-hoppy, but also fresh and cute. So it's hip-hop, but also because they're so like young and cute, you can kind of see that new charm. It's really cute. Whenever people talk about this, do you guys remember No More Dream? It's like, of course we remember No More Dream. I was in elementary school when BTS debuted, and my friend in Canada was a huge fan and always was like, Jimin, Jimin, Jungkook, Jungkook, V, V. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, cool. I did not see them to be this big back then. So they started making a lot of songs based on the youth's concerns, the anxiety, and the growth. They didn't go super viral at first, but every time they released an album, they just went higher and higher and reached career highs. And with I Need You, they got their first music show win and started gaining global attention. This is like almost today's episode almost feels like, I don't know, learning about not even like a legendary K-pop artist. This is actually a textbook, like textbook history lesson. This should be like a course somewhere. The legacy of BTS. Let's go listen to their debut song and also the song that gave them their first music show win. This is No More Dream and I Need You by BTS. More Dream and I Need You. I have a question for you guys. Do you know the expression BTSnomics? So this refers to the economical effect or the impact that BTS gives through their shows. So Bloomberg actually mentioned that this BTS comeback world tour is probably going to be about the same amount of money that Taylor Swift raised during the Eras tours, which is $2.2 billion. Bloomberg mentioned that the flights, accommodation, the food, and the merchandise and the streaming is all going to be crazy. So, especially the 21st, the show they're doing today in Gwanghwamun Square, it is a free show, but it's also going to impact the economics for about $170 million in Seoul with just accommodation, flights, food, and merchandise, with people just traveling to Korea. This is similar to when Taylor Swift was doing the Eras tour in 2023, and whenever she visited cities in America, they would have a huge economical rise. Wow, that is just amazing. So, whenever Taylor Swift would go to cities, the fans would all visit that city and they would be using money in that city and giving a great economical impact. And they called it the Taylornomics. Taylor Swift economics, I guess, Taylornomics. So they are kind of assuming that this same thing is going to be happening to BTS this time as well. And Eras Tour was 149 performances. So they are kind of assuming, Bloomberg is assuming that BTS and Hype through this world tour, they are going to perhaps reach this level of money. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Just imagine. They're going to be very tired. I hope that everybody on the team, they stay healthy as well. This isn't just something that impacts them, but it impacts the whole world. Just, could you believe it, guys? Wow. Let's go listen to another song because this is the definition of BTS. They are very, very dope. This is Jara by BTS. In case some of you guys listening right now are planning to visit Korea for the BTS comeback, let me update you guys on the transportation news because there are some major changes. So because there is an estimate about 260,000 people visiting Gwanghwamun, it is going to be very busy over there. So starting yesterday night to this morning 6 a.m., from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., there have been restrictions across the roads in Gwanghwamun Square towards City Hall, 시청역 to Sejongdaero Road. And today in Gwanghwamun Square from 4 p.m. to Semun-Anlo Road to 7 p.m., there's going to be restrictions, so buses will not be crossing through this trail. Also, there is a change in subways as well. Starting 5 a.m. today on City Hall and Gyeongbokgung Station and Gwanghwamun Station, they're going to be blocking the entrances. And from 3 p.m. today, they're blocking all of the entrances, and subways will be just passing by without stopping in these stops. So make sure, guys, that you are aware of this. After the performance, however, because there will be a lot of people trying to get home, from 9 p.m., there are going to be 4 more subways added. So it's going to be line number 2, line number 3, and line number 5. Wow. 4 subways each, that's just crazy. 12 more subways running for BTS fans. And also, in case of safety and terrors, there are going to be 6,000 police guards on site as well. So if anybody is visiting the performance to see BTS, I hope you guys have a fun time, and most importantly, please stay safe. Let's go listen to another song and I'll be back. This is DNA by BTS.
Download the Arirang Radio application.
Type in
ARIRANG.
Arirang Radio on your app store.
Download it and listen to
Arirang Radio.
88.7 in Jeju City,
88.1 in Seogwipo City.
101.9 in the Daejeong area.
Tune in, Arirang Radio.
Thank you so much for listening for another day, guys. Tomorrow I'll be back with Staffify, where we listen to song recommendations from our Heart Attack staff members. And I'll also be listening to the messages that you guys sent me, and we'll listen to your song requests. Hope today is nice to you. Hope life is nice to you and me. The last song for today is On by BTS, With All My Heart. This has been Heart Attack, made by producer Jung Hyo-won, writers Kim Hae-rim and Kim Kyung-won, and I've been your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. Bye, guys!